And for more on this and the Russian advance in Ukraine, we are joined on set by Ukrainian Member of Parliament, Sasha Ustinova. Sasha, thank you for being here. What is the latest you're hearing about what's happening in Ukraine, and what is your reaction to the way the Biden administration's been handling it?
To be honest, it's hell, because people are literally being bombed. People are starving to death, and they don't have any water in Mariupol city, which is 400,000 people, and it's encircled by the Russian army. They don't let our volunteers even go in and bring people food, to bring people water, and we had children die because of the dehydration already. And when I keep looking at the response that we have so far from the international community, from the US, from NATO, from EU, I'm shocked. Because, to be honest, 25 years ago, when we gave up our nuclear weapons, we were promised we will be protected. We will have the support from the United States, United Kingdom, and Russia, unfortunately, if something happens. Well, it's not happening. We had been begging for the no-fly zone for my country to protect the civilians. We can fight it on the ground, but we cannot shoot down the missiles and the airplanes that are bombing the cities every day. If you do not want to do the no-fly zone, give us the jets, give us the air defense system. You have plenty of those. Unfortunately, this is not happening. And the main reason is President Biden and administration are scared of one man, Putin. 90 countries in the world that are united to support Ukraine are afraid of one single man. And they keep saying that if we provide extra weapons or arms, it's going to be an escalation. So my question to them is, where is your red line? How many people, how many children have to die for them to at least provide the weapons? Because so far we have thousands of people die every day in hunger, under the shells, under the missiles, and nothing is being done. We keep hearing about the sanctions and embargo. We are grateful for that. We are grateful for the support that is coming in terms of money. But unfortunately, this is not enough. This had to be done 2 weeks ago, before he started bombing civilians. Now, we need physical protection. We need arms. We need air defense system. We need to fight with him.
Well, you mentioned the MiG fighter jets. Obviously, the administration saying that they cannot do that for the transfer through Germany. But there are 42 Republican senators that are saying we've got to get these jets over there because it would make a difference. You believe that would help?
I believe that those air jets are the angels for our children. You know, I talked yesterday to a girl. She's 38 weeks pregnant. She had her baby shower on the 23rd, and the 24th Putin invaded. So she literally spent 4 days in the basement on her 38 weeks of pregnancy, and then had 4 days to drive to Poland just to escape with her baby. He's not targeted. It's just not a war. It's a genocide. He's targeting civilians. He's trying to get as many people killed as he can right now, including unborn children, because he's targeting the maternity hospitals. And everybody saw that on TV. So it's not about even the war crimes. This is the genocide that is happening. And those MiGs are actually the angels that can fly and protect our sky. Our pilots can fly those. We had been flying them previously. Yep. So we keep asking for the technical support if you don't want to do the political decisions. Because when I look at the sanctions on Russian oligarchs, for example, well, you sanctioned them, but you didn't sanction any of their companies. They still have all their money here in the United States, their families here in the United States.
Sasha, let me ask you, because you are pregnant yourself.
Yes, sir.
Due to give birth next month. What will you tell your child when they get older about what happened right now?
I know there is one thing I dream, that my child will see the country, that it's going to come back home to her homeland. Because so far, what I see is the world wants it to be so-called a frozen conflict. That's why everybody keeps calling it a conflict. It's not a conflict, it's a war. And there is only one country that will win, whether we or Russia. And if Russia wins, they will go next for Poland and for the others. And I want my kid to be proud that she has one of the best countries in the world to live for, the country of freedom, the country of fighters. And we're going to win one day. It's just a matter of how many lives it takes, of how many lives of children and unborn children it takes for us to get this victory. And unfortunately, we need the support from the international community. Yep. More help, especially in weapons, in guns, in airplanes, so we can protect our children. Because we already have more than 4,000 children being born in the bomb shelters, in the subway. And this is something you could not imagine in a European country more than 2 weeks ago.
Sasha, we have to leave it there. We're out of time. Thank you for taking time. We hope and pray for all of the Ukrainian citizens, and thanks for keeping us updated. We will check back in with you as this continues. Thank you very much.